Diane, and I'm here today to talk to you about promoting your book on Facebook. So, first off, the first thing I have to say is, are your people on Facebook? Because if they're not there, you're not in the right place. So, first thing is figure out if your people are on Facebook. Facebook has stats on who's there, male, female, age, demographics, psychographics. Facebook has it. Go look it up. Make sure your people are there. So, if they're there, here's what you should do. Number one, create an author page. An author page on Facebook acts like your professional profile. So if you're on Facebook and you have your own kind of profile, that's fine. This is going to be your professional profile. So you set up your page, you go to Facebook pages, you create a page, and you choose author as your category. Once you've done that, it'll set it up. You'll have a profile and you can add all of your details. So you fill in all your details and you can put up a picture of you, preferably a high quality photograph that looks related to you as an author. So if you write books about hiking, you out hiking. If you write a book that takes place in, I don't know, the Arctic, maybe like a cool picture of you in a wintry scene, right? So it doesn't have to be like the professional, no personality kind of photo. I'm not into those, but something that's, relatable for your audience, right? And then, of course, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to start sharing high quality content. It could be book excerpts. It could be behind the scenes. It could be your personal stories. Let's say you wrote a memoir about this, this 1 year you spent up in the Arctic Circle. And no, of course, not every story is going to make the memoir. So you can tell additional stories about things that happened that are fun or interesting or scarier and somehow entice people to think about buying the book and read all the stories. So book excerpts, behind the scenes, personal stories, whatever it is, make sure it's high quality content. And then now you're putting out content, people are starting to notice, people might start following your page and looking at your posts and they might like it or comment or share it, right? So engage with them. So post a regular update on what's going on in your life or something about the writing process, something about the book release. If you have events or relevant news, something that will engage them to start this back and forth conversation. Visuals are really good too, right? Visuals, infographics, videos are great. And of course, respond. If somebody likes something or shares something or, comments, whenever somebody shares my content anywhere, I like to say thank you. I go and I find it and I say, hey, thank you so much for sharing this. And I might add something to that as well, but thank them. So respond to comments. Thank people for sharing the content. Engage with the audience, which means making your post something they can engage with. You might, let's go back to the memoir in the Arctic. You might say, have you ever been to the Arctic, and do a poll, right? No, I've never been. Yes, I've been. Haven't been, but I'd love to go. Something like that, right? So you could do a poll. Or you could ask a question like, oh, so some people here have been to the Arctic. What was your experience like? And now people are writing about people like to talk about themselves. Ask them about them. And they're writing their stories about the Arctic. And now you can get into a conversation. And talking about interaction and conversations, use Facebook Live. Get out there. Do videos in real time engagement. You can do a book launch video. You can do a question and answer session. You could do a virtual book tour. You could find other authors and interview them. You could find people who have read your book who've also been to the Arctic, going back to this memoir in the Arctic. They've also been to the Arctic, and you can interview them about their experiences in the Arctic, right? So interact by doing lives. Join Facebook groups, participate in Facebook groups. No, I'm going to say First, make sure it's relevant. Don't just join any old random group and start spamming them with your book. I have a Facebook group, Author Nation, and sometimes authors join and then they just start spamming with like, this is my book, this is my book, this is my book, this is my book, and they just, they don't get to post that. I just send them like, don't do that, and then a delete, and then they're not allowed to post. So make it relevant. And instead of just going in and spamming, engage in discussions that are already happening. Maybe it's a Facebook group of memoir readers. Go and engage. What other memoirs have you read? You know, why did you write a memoir? Like, engage with them, engage in discussions, share when appropriate. So I know that there's a memoir reading group, and then it's attached to a memoir writing group. And if you want to promote in the reading group, you have to join the writing group. Then you have to be active in that group. And so there's some rules around sharing. So share when appropriate. Listen to the administrator's rules and follow those, because it can be really useful. And talking about this, like, group for memoir readers and group for memoir writers, uh, collaborate with other authors and influencers. If I wrote a memoir, I would join this Facebook memoir group, and I would be entering in those discussions with other authors. And then when I get to know people and I see other people have written, let's go back to our Arctic memoir, other people have written, you know, memoirs about their life's adventures. It's like, excellent. Let's collaborate in some way, right? Let's cross promote. Would you like to come and do an interview on my author page about your book, and then I'll go and do an interview on your author page about my book, because our audiences both like reading adventure memoirs, and so this would be a really good way to collaborate with other authors and influencers. And of course, share your testimonials and share your reviews. I made this a very, you know, I said high quality content, but I really want to just kind of elaborate on this, right? So somebody reviews your book on Goodreads, grab a snapshot, share it on your Facebook page. Somebody endorses you, highlight that endorsement, and also endorse others, right? There's nothing wrong with that. And so you have a testimonial. You don't just have to grab it. You can actually put it into like a nice post with color. You could put the testimonial with your book cover. So make those appealing, so people are, it's not just, oh, another review testimonial, but it catches their eye and they lean in to read it, right? So if you're really good at this, or if you think it's going to be useful, you could run Facebook ads. So this is not something, if you're a new author, you have one book, I'm not going to suggest you just run out and do Facebook ads. It's likely not going to work. But if you've been around a long time and you have some money to invest with someone who really knows what they're talking about, and they understand that you need to spend less money advertising per book sold, or if you have a nonfiction book that's attached to offers, that you can kind of pull that all together, then you can consider running Facebook ads. But I really think that you need, unless you're really good at it yourself, you need to be established, and I would get support doing it, right? Uh, Help creating compelling ads, help understanding your target market and understanding the Facebook targeting options, so you can really get those ideal readers. And of course, somebody who can take uh, feedback from whether that's working or not and adjust to make it work, and also spending less money on advertising per book than you are making in book sales or whatever else you're offering. It's no point in spending advertising dollars and spending more advertising dollars than you're making. Don't do that. But something you might do that is a little less expensive is organize giveaways and contests. You can plan a giveaway, you can have a prize, which could be a signed copy of your book. But if your Facebook page is full of people who have already read your book, you might have like uh, it might be like tagging friends or sharing a post, and then the reward might be a $25 Amazon card so that they can buy the next book they want to read. Or it could be like a set of books from other authors who you've met in author groups. And so now you're cross promoting through giveaways. So the people who are entering it are already on your page and already love you. And they are either sharing your posts or tagging friends. So they're bringing people into your page. And then you are offering as a giveaway prize books from authors that you are cross promoting with, and they may be doing the same thing on their pages, and you're all sharing the prize, as in you've given 4 books out and you've received 4 books, and everyone is building up their page and everyone is sharing out other people's books, so that this is really a win-win. So organize a contest or a giveaway, but think about how you can do it in a way that you're really going to win. And then pay attention, monitor what's going on. If something in particular works, if that giveaway worked, do it again. If the giveaway didn't work, don't do it again. Do ads and say, okay, I'm going to invest $100 in ads and see if it works. If it doesn't work, don't do it again. But figure out what's working. Monitor, right? Monitor what's working, what's not working. What's not working, you can tweak or stop. What's working, you can do more of. You can adjust your strategy. And Facebook has insights for you that you can check out. So promote your book on Facebook. Use engaging content, consistent interactions, strategic tools, working with other authors. And you know what, in the Author Nation Facebook group, every Friday we do a Follow Friday post where I suggest that people get together on a certain platform. It could be Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or Goodreads or wherever it happens to be. And I suggest you do a Friday post where people can find each other. So join the Facebook group. It'll be in the link below. Join the Facebook group and start participating in the Follow Fridays, and find other people who want to promote their book with you. All right, have an awesome day, and we'll see you next time.